Good morning. I am Lovecasting in Oakland, California, and this is your Namaste today. Good morning and Namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm a psychic astrologer, and I call myself the Sensei to Serious Joy. Here to stand in my heart each day and walk in the light. And today, I'm lovecasting actually right on the ground. I am sitting on the ground in a park in Oakland, California, and it feels so good to be grounded, let me tell you. And this is, maybe obvious, but the Sensei to Serious Joy is still learning to ground himself, and that's been a lot of what my learning has been. I'm going through my transitions. You probably are too. This is a very passionate time, and today through tomorrow might be the most passion you have felt in the entire Cancer transit. All right, we're at step 29. When I go in the reading, we'll get some information about what that's all about. But I'll share with you that I have felt very vulnerable, unusually vulnerable. I've had to go to the gym a lot. I've had a lot of feelings that I'm just pouring through me. I woke up wanting to cry, and my life is great. So it's like this is clearly release of what I've been through and the emotions I've ignored for a long time, and I have ignored my feelings for a long time. I don't know, growing up that was just being tough, I guess, or whatever, but like now I'm realizing these things eat at me and hurt me over time. So I think with the Sun in Cancer, we're all purging, and in the next 24 hours we're going to it's going to come to a head. And as I've been describing with Venus retrograde coming and whatnot, I believe that we're going to be now transitioning into a whole new era if we are ready to walk down that door or walk down that pathway, open that door and walk down the pathway. So without further ado, let's connect and check the planets and the guides today. And I appreciate a moment because I'm realizing that I have to take a moment to kind of shift and get in a different mode when I do this. Okay. So immediately what comes up is, of course, the sun, and that's usually what comes up first. The guides almost always point to the sun first. That is the starseed of the moment and the starseed of the person. And we're at step 29, so this is the most intense energy we'll get in this particular cycle. What they're telling me right away is that this energy is meant to empower you, uplift you, and help you run an extra mile, if that's what it takes to get out of your old system. So I'm grateful for this information because I've been going through a lot of anxiety and I haven't known what to do with all this energy. The energy is to change your life. Today, that is just it. If you have procrastinated making the important changes to feel better, and that's really what's important. This is about feeling better. We can't do any light work, they say, until we all feel better. So feeling better is very, very important, and it's time to feel better. And today, whatever it takes to feel better, take those actions to feel better. The mind will be very disorganized and scattered if it's not given a specific direction. Mercury's at step 27. That means that the mind needs to keep its eye on, or its consciousness focus of, feelings and intuition. So really, as I kind of feel in this energy, this is about surfing the day. When you're a surfer, you don't know what wave's going to come in. You know that you're a good surfer or not. You know what I mean? You know what you can handle, what you can't. But either way, it's like you're not going to be in complete control of that situation, and that is part of the mastery of feelings. What we want to master on Earth is our own feelings with ourselves. And today the moon is in Libra. And goes through the proficient degrees of Libra. So that means that we are really just, like trying to balance out the emotional airplane, because that's what Libra is. It's like, so, and I've noticed in my own personal learning, because I'm a Taurus, and this applies to all Tauruses out there, that my mind can quickly turn something that's good into a tragedy, and something that's a tragedy good. Like, I'm literally starting to see the power of my mind. It's like how I call it, how my mind classifies the moment is how so much drama ends up unfolding. So I'm really being mindful of not to go there. And I think that's where you have to be too, is be mindful of where you do want to go. The mind has to be clear on what the goal is. And like a doggy, you want to just tell it to obey and follow and keep its, your mind on this certain scent. And the scent is, of course, your emotions, how you feel right now, and the other scent is what you're picking up on in those feelings. What am I picking up on? What are the subtleties of what I'm picking up on? And again, I'm going to use the analogy. They keep giving me this image of a surfer. So the analogy is like, you have to just be willing to pick up on it and adjust your weight energetically through the day, just to kind of like keep going through the day. What we're navigating out of is an old way of feeling, an emotional tone, and we're moving into a new one. So today you might be tested or tempted back. They have an old phrase in Christianity, the devil tempts you back. And that it has to do with cause and effect. When you're about to leave and abandon an old situation, basically your own energy to get out of it creates a counter energy to hold you back. Okay? So the devil always tempts you back. There's always a counter energy to hold you back. That is your choice, really. It's basically the emergency exit in case you don't want to change your life. So I, myself, as I navigate out of old situations, I always look for the right path and the wrong path. There's always a wrong path that's very clear. There's always the wrong person to date. There's always the one that represents what you're moving out of, because you're always law of attracting, especially in a transition. You will manifest the right way and the wrong way, and usually the right way, right meaning relatively good for you, usually the right way is the one you look past quicker. You know what I mean? Like, I just noticed that my eyes always fix on the wrong way, and then I'm like, that's probably the wrong way. Why? Well, because I saw it first, it seemed to stick out, it must be the wrong way. So I now look for it. But the point is that we are navigating with our passion up and out today of these old situations. It could be really intense, the waves are really high, and you're listening to yourself and trying to keep the airplane steady. Where are you going? Well, you're following the yellow brick road, your heart, okay? If your heart is excited at an opportunity, at an idea, this is a time to follow it. Right now, Creator is definitely coming through with Jupiter at step 25 Leo. Yeah, and that's the message from them is listen to the heart. You know why you were born. You know why you've come. You know this. This is not something you don't know. Your mind might not believe it. Your ego might not believe it. The world may not believe it. But your heart knows exactly what that is, and now it is time to take steps in that direction. So as you are navigating through your emotional moment to moment today, and what we're getting out of is an old emotional coat, an old emotional way of feeling. It is our heart's desires, our wishes, our hopes, right? That lotto fever, for lack of a better analysis, makes you dream and gets you out. So use those heart-filled carrots as you have to. They're definitely reinforcing Saturn and Scorpio. So what's going to happen here is you're going to have to make a radical boundary change, is what they're showing me, once you have shifted. So once you shift into the new feeling, you must put up walls to hold back the old. It means you don't talk to him, you don't talk to her, you don't, that means you delete it, whatever that means. It means you get, you disconnect, you make that. And that will happen on Thursday when the sun goes 0 degrees. So basically, today is about getting all your feelings up and into the right mode, getting you feeling down the right track, getting your life feeling right, feeling like it's headed right. Again, all feeling. Don't expect to have absolute details show up. It's us feeling and using your heart and your dreams to navigate out of the old feeling and into this new potential. As soon as you find yourself in this new feeling, you've got to protect, and drop all dead weight, drop everything from the past, cut it. Okay, cut those cords. It's very important, they're saying, and they're speaking to me, I think. To be honest, it's like, is this for me or them? They're like, both! I can feel it. It's like, okay, it's always like that, but it's like, cut those cords. So step 0 is the day, and that is literally what we'll be doing on Thursday. So today, it all builds up. It's about identifying how you feel. It's about identifying where you want to go with that. And it's about keeping the emotional airplane steady as you fly really for the sun until you fall asleep. All right. Now, for people who are watched over by my personal sensei network, today I'm going to text you twice about what we call your lunar eclipse. This is where your life is eclipsed naturally, where your heart and emotions are eclipsed. It's kind of like an emotional handicap. And so I will let you know where you are emotionally handicapped today, and I'll do that just so you can give it extra attention and extra love. Okay. It's so that you know how to baby yourself a little extra way. And for people who like to try my service, it's 99 cents for just the first week, and you can find out more information at seriousjoy.me. All right, my friends, it is a great pleasure to be of soul service in this new way. My guides are quiet. Everything is good. I will see you in 24 hours. Own your passion, live it, and protect it. I love you, and live, love, be.
So